Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. People question why we invest into silver. More specifically silver. Why not gold? Well, there's many reasons to it, and even though the whole point of this video isn't to explain why we stack silver, they still have essentially the same value. And this is because of intrinsic value. Silver is real wealth. It's real money. It's always been deemed money, exchangeable money, or in monetary form for 6,000 years. It always has been and always will be. Nothing else like gold and silver have been even close to achieving what it has. Silver back in the day was looked at as magical because it could purify water. It's the only type of currency that has existed or survived for even more than 100 years. Our fiat currency has always failed, and this is because it is set up to fail. It's built on a system that is literally pumping out dollars to cause debt. And what in turn do we try to get? We try to get ourselves out of this debt by throwing in some more debt. This model, this system is never, ever going to work. So when you look at someone that has a lot of money, that is rich, and I'll say rich because you cannot be wealthy from money. Now, people that are wealthy usually have several different, one, sources of income, and two, different assets they're investing into. So they have passive income coming in from different, sites or companies, but they're also investing. They're putting their money into something else, whether it's stocks, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's precious metals, whether it's real estate, whatever the case is, they're branching out because they know that one, the dollar can't be the end-all, do-all. There has to be some other alternatives. And I use the word alternative because there's only a couple alternatives to the dollar that make sense in my eyes. And that's because the dollar's collapsing. Since we're $23 trillion in debt, this means that even if you are investing into stocks, you're still investing into something that's going to fail. The whole entire system is going to change sooner than later. Silver's time is coming whether you like it or not. And we're starting to see the beginning signs of this. Whether it's industrial demand starting to pay premiums, whether it's miners still not focusing on digging up silver out of the ground, whether it's the gold to silver ratio lowering. There's many different signs. But the thing is no one's paying attention to the signs. If we could fast forward in history and look back on today's time, it would be obvious that silver was a ticking time bomb. But during this period, we all tend to be putting this blindfold over our eyes. So this video is trying to bring the essence of what silver really has to offer. Fundamentally useful. It is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. It has been used for currency for 6,000 years. It supports the digital age that we're advancing into, where a lot of other things could be going to waste, like oil, gas. We're going into the EV era, electric vehicle era, but silver is highly used in these cars because of its electrical conductivity. They're finding new discoveries for silver, and when I say demand is going to be rising, I mean booming. Because think about that, from the medical, there's colloidal silver, there's silver nanoparticles, highly used in the medical field. It's also highly used in the technological field and the industrial field. So all three categories, all three platforms all three forms of money coming in, demand. That's demand. But the demand is rising while the supply is diminishing, and we see what's going to happen. And alongside with all this happening, not only is it making silver more scarce, but also giving it opportunity and potential, but also our dollar's deflating as we become more and more in debt, trying to lower interest rates. The dollar index is lowering. President Trump even wants a lower dollar index, but we also have some other things on the table. Now, let's throw all that in the mix with U.S.-China trade negotiations, with Trump's impeachment, with the 2020 presidential election, with stock markets setting record-breaking highs, with Iran tensions, with Saudi Arabia, with the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. Let's throw all this into the mix, the Hong Kong protests. I can keep going. All that mixed into an economy that's highly speculative, that bases their decisions off of emotions. And the media is portraying these things as severe. And the more severe, the more hectic, the more chaotic, the more emotional, and the more scared people get, which in return will make them invest into what? Gold and silver, because it's a safe haven investment. So not only is it the fundamental use, the history of the metals, the intrinsic value, the industrial demand, the supply diminishing, but now we also have the society, the other side of things that's going to be pushing prices. So when I'm talking about money, I'm talking about something that has real value. Now, gold and silver have real value. Why more specifically silver? Well, this is because gold is already overpriced. Gold is already at its around natural price, in my opinion, but silver is extremely underpriced, undervalued. The gold to silver ratio is still in the 80s, the mid 80s, where it only comes out of the ground 8 to 1. So that means that silver is going to be outperforming gold. So if you were to invest into gold and invest into silver, the chance of you making more money, profiting more from the silver is highly likely, whereas gold, it would be extremely unlikely. They both could appreciate in value, and silver usually does follow with gold, but the more potential lies within silver. If you see what I'm saying, our system is never going to work, and the more that we try to sweep this situation under the rug, the worse it's going to get. And there is no solution. We're trying to dig ourselves out of a hole by digging the hole deeper. It's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card and wondering why you're always in debt. See, when you're in debt, you're a slave to the system, and they can control you. This is all about control and power. It's not even about the money. We knew when FDR changed the gold to silver ratio from 16 to 1 to 75 to 1, they knew what they were doing. This is all purposefully put in place, and it's a system designed to fail, for the richer to get richer and the poorer to get poorer. So what we can do, what we have as the people, is an alternative. We have a choice. Most people, if you're not even watching this video, which you guys are actually engaging, actually trying to learn something, becoming aware, at least planting that seed, even if you haven't purchased any gold or silver yet, at least you're aware enough to have a choice to do something different, to become financially stable, to become financially free, because the end goal is financial freedom, financial stability. And that is what precious metals can bring. That's what they have to offer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understand why gold and silver have real value, why it's real money, why it's wealth, not fiat currency. I hope you guys understand that concept. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash that like button. I made another video earlier today. I think you guys will enjoy it. I'm talking about stocks, Bitcoin, and silver. I compare and contrast all of these because there are different pros and cons to each one of these markets, and sometimes it could be good to diversify. So if you guys want to check that video out, it'll be in the top left hand corner. If you already saw that video, check out some of the videos I made yesterday. It'll be in the top right hand corner. But besides that, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you did enjoy this, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. With that said, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.